Welcome to their Team Solemn Circus live duel. Telling on the left side we have Spright, as well as on the right side Spright as well. Let's go. This is a mirror match. We're going to see some high rolls here being decided. And well, the Spright player is going to go first here. They're going to special summon out the Kashira, activate the effect, adding the Fenrir. I don't know why I call it Kashira. We're going to see a normal summon of a red. That's not so great. Going into an elf. Elf is going to be able to... Not going into elf here. Going into sprint. Sprint effect is going to activate, sending the angler most likely. Then angler is going to activate the effect, sending out two beavers. And then we're going to see an overlay into a gigantic. Going into most likely a blue here off that gigantic. And then activate the blue effect, getting out a jet effect. Getting either a smashers or starter or a double cross. I see a double cross on the bottom of his deck. Going for the smashers there. I'm most likely going to see an elf being made here. Probably with a beaver and a blue, I believe. A blue and a interesting choice there. I normally leave the gigantic on the field due to the fact that, you know, you are able to use it to destroy, but I guess we're going to see elf bring back the red and then going to make the IP and set two cards and pass. You see a cashier being special summoned there. They're going to chain the elf, targeting the blue. And then blue effect's going to summon out. Adding the jet here. And then cashier is going to activate on resolution. And we're going to activate red to negate and destroy. We're going to see no zone of Iperia. And they're going to smashers that. Just praying that there's no starter in hand. Is that a main deck spear mode? And I guess they are playing the runic stuff. We're going to see a runic tip being activated here. It's going to get ash blossomed. Then we're going to see a runic flashing fire being activated, summoning out a Huggins. Huggins effect being activated, searching for the field spell, I think. Is that two field spells? Is that two, No effect. We're just going to summon out the Spright, jet, and then, or not jet, carrot, and then we're summoning out blue. Blue effect's going to activate here. It's going to resolve, searching for a jet. Jet effect's going to special summon itself, activating the effect here. Getting the getting these smashers. Overlay into gigantic. Let's see, imperm on the gigantic. Interesting that he didn't use our... I'm going to negate that carrot, yeah. He just had everything, eh? But what does gigantic summon? Summoning red here, you know, being very, very defensive. And we know the last card in hand is a Fenrir. Oh, there's two cards in hand. linking off into the elf here. Activating the elf effect, targeting the jet. Jet's going to special summon itself. I keep trying to ask myself, where is this going? We're going to overlay into Soul Sweeper here. Activating the effect, banishing the elf until the end of the turn. They enter battle phase, and then, you know, it is being skipped. So you're going to set one card and pass. We're going to special summon out the jet here. Activating the effect, and they're going to target their red, I believe. And do we have a response to that? I mean, we could activate our red, but we need another extender. We're actually Drew Swarm here. Targeting the blue to summon out the red. Interesting there that we didn't choose to negate and then summon out the Drew Swarm. We did search for the starter there, so we do have a starter in hand, which is an extender. Enter battle phase, attacking into the red, chaining the effect here. Going to get rid of the Soul Sweeper as well as banishing the Drew Swarm. They're going to activate the starter here. Summoning blue, taking 11, and then activating the blue effect. Getting out the carrot. So now we have a spell and trap negate as well. It's going on the field. Special summoning out the carrot. And looks like they're choosing over it. They're going to XYZ or not. I don't really know what you would summon off of. See a gigantic here in defense position. We're going to activate the effect, summoning out a Swap Frog. Swap Frog effect on activate, sending the swap the graveyard. Carrot and the gigantic is going to go into an elf. And we're going to see Elf Reborn, the Swap Frog. I don't know. He has to do this, even though he's having an elf that's going to come back during the end phase of this turn because of Soul Sweeper. But getting a totally awesome on the field is just objectively better. But we know that there's a sphere mode in the hand, which is just extremely unusual. But, I mean, it is Runic Spright. As you saw, Brad was playing the... he's just trying out a bunch of stuff. So we're going to see that during the end phase. He's going to come back with the elf. I think he's going to... just right off the bat, just sphere mode. Right in the main deck. And then we're going to see Toad add back Beaver. Elf's going to summon out the Jet, adding the starter to hand. Going into a gigantic. Is that two starters in hand as well? Activating the starter, summoning out most likely a blue. Searching for that jet. And that's what we have in hand. We know we have a beaver, which we can summon back out. And he's just going to scoop... we know both the cards. Because the it was public knowledge. There was no shuffling back. Especially with the jet. Linking those both away for a dark. Dark effect's going to activate. Taking the IP. So we're going to see a attack into the red. And you cannot attack sphere mode. So we're going to set one card and pass. I don't think we realize that we can't fit IP's effect during our opponent's turn because it's not link summoned. It's kind of unfortunate, but it looks like we're going to see a debating of a normal beaver. We're going to see a normal beaver effect. And here we have a choice. He's going to activate IP, but IP can't activate here, I don't think. It's not link summoned. I could be wrong. I'll just check it real quick. I think that it has to be link summoned. That is incorrect. You can activate the effect. You can activate it. I don't know why they can't. I don't know why they think you couldn't be able to here, but we're going to see them scoop it up anyways, so it does not matter. I don't think that Avermax is preventing anything. It's just two link monsters. Just going to find Avermax here. Just pulling it up, trying to read the card text. It's not, it just says two monsters from the extra deck too, I think, actually, now that I think about it. Avermax takes two monsters plus someone from the extra deck, so you can't make Avermax because it was special someone from the graveyard. That does check out. That's very good to know. Hope you guys are enjoying the content. If you are, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and let me know what decks you want to see in the upcoming duels. We have lots of Sky Striker stuff. I know I did a poll before, and Sky Striker was very, very popular, but this was before ban list. But even after the ban list, people will still like to play it. I'm trying to do my best not to just feature a Shizu tier, as well as just like Spright, because, even though Spright is more exciting than tier, I find that kind of gets a little bit boring. I'm trying to feature a little bit more of the Draco Slayer stuff, as you guys saw earlier. Orlando is playing it now. He was playing DDD prior, so we're going to get back into the duel. We're going to see normal summon with Swap Frog, sending the Swap Frog. Not the best normal summon of the deck, but summoning out blue, activating the blue effect. Searching for a red here. Special summoning out red, then special summoning out jet. Jet effect's going to search us for a Smashers, a Starter, or a Double Cross. My favorite Spright card. See a link summon it to Sprint. Sprint effect's going to activate, sending the Angler for two more Beavers, because we love extenders. Only one super. That's kind of cringe. We're going to see an overlay here for a gigantic. Activating the effect here, and gigantic actually does not gain the defense. Summoning out a carrot. Why are we just passing on this? Oh, they're not passing. Okay. They're just talking. Okay, that makes more sense. See a link into the elf. Elf effect's going to target the swap frog. I want to see a making the toad. I'm going to set 1 and set 2. And then we're going to simply pass. We have a toad, a carrot, a red, an elf. We're going to see a lava golem. And here we have a very, very important choice. We can either do the... I mean, I definitely think the elf and the toad is probably... for the carrot, interesting choice. Going for the elf, leaving that toad on the field. I'm trying to make it so that they don't have the double cross to reborn that toad. And then battle phase, because he's going to battle. He's going to go end of it. He's going to activate the evenly matched. We're going to set up with toad. Toad is going to add back. He's going to activate a second one. Banish those two, and we're going to keep the starter. Activating the starter here as well. He's going to get Ash Blossom. He's going to activate his own starter. Coming out blue. Blue effect's going to activate, adding the jet. Then we're going to draw for turn here. Now, 2 Evenlies, a Lava Golem, and a just starter. Not the best hand. Jets being summoned, adding these smashers there. Going into the elf. Elf effect's going to activate here. Targeting looks like he's trying to choose his target here. You could target blue to get some effects, but you know, maybe he's worried about a bestial card. Gonna target a carrot. They're gonna normal summon a beaver, activating the effect. Summoning out an angler. Going for a soul sweeper. And trying our best to maybe make a Zeus here. Now we're going to attack for a 24 plus soul sweeper is a 19, so we see a downward as well as a Zeus made here. And he's setting 2 cards and passing. We're going to activate anti-spell as well. So just trying to stop those runic cards. We're going to normal summon a blue. And then Alpha Effect's going to activate here, targeting, I would think, a toad. Targeting the Totally Awesome. They're not chain starter. And they're just going to scoop it, smashers, just going to scoop it up there. Realizing that, you know, once they waste their normal summon and they just don't have another extender as well as anti-spell being up, there's nothing you can do at all. You know, you can't activate starter, you can't activate any of your runic cards, which I think is very, very interesting how runic is becoming a tech in a lot of decks. No longer the main focus like it was beforehand in Runic Spright or the other decks that was playing it. You know, Runic's used to be an engine that was huge, or I guess the main focus of the deck, but with mine no longer being there, they're using it to, like, we saw on the other deck profile the other week, how Brian was using it to summon a level 4 to make his extender, or to make any of his XYZs, and we see Spright using Huggins Field to make a level 2 to summon out all your Spright monsters. Just cool they decided that, you know, to do effects like that. I wonder if we're going to see, like, maybe a PK list or something like that. Use it for, do they have a level 3? I think they do. Making for level 3s, perhaps? We saw them take out both of their red resonators saying like we're going to respect time. This is sped up, so it is getting close to time. It's game 3. They're both being respectful. They're both pro players, been to YCSs and Nats, so we don't like playing with time. Well, they are playing with time, but they don't like playing with time rules. Starting to see Kashira being special summoned right off the bat. Activating the effect, adding the Fenrir. And do we have any level 2? We see Majesty Fiend. We're going to normal summon a Jet, special summon out blue. So here we're not going to get the Majesty Fiend, which would have been very, very good. Then we see a starter being added there. Risky adding the starter so close to time. We're going to see Gigantic Effect being activated. Something with that Hyperia. Being able to get that draw. Linking both of those away for a Elf. Elf Effect's going to summon out the Jet. And they're going to link away. Or thinking about it, I guess. Maybe go into a Gin Buster? No, they're just going to link it away right away for an IP. Activating the Runic Field Spell, setting a card and passing. We're going to see a Duster. They have to choose what they're going to activate. They're going to activate the starter here. Very, very dangerous. So close into time. Will that cost them the game, though, is a question. Going for a Carrot, and then Runic Fountain will be destroyed. We're going to see a Bestial being activated here, targeting the Gigantic. To attempt to leave the main phase here, and they're activate the effect, summoning out the Elf, and they're going to chain the IP. Going for the Avermax, making so they have to target that one. And they're going to be able to ask for someone out blue, getting the effect, adding the red to hand. And they're going to proceed to the main, or continue in main phase. Normal summon with the Beaver, getting that Angler on the field. And they didn't choose to to activate that effect, even though they knew they could just link it away right there and just be able to destroy it. Or send it, I should say. And then Dark Effect's going to be able to activate, summoning out that Jet. Jet Effect's going to be able to activate as well, getting a Smashers or a Starter. We're not level 2 locked, so we're going to link those away. Looks like they're maybe not. They're going to special summon out the blue, activate the blue effect, getting out a Carrot or a red, getting out the red here. They're going to link those away for the IP. They're going to activate the Smashers, getting rid of that blue. Or activating the Carrot to get rid of the blue. That makes sense. And they're going to chain the red to get rid of that or to get rid of the, to negate the Carrot, and then being able to just destroy or banish that, Avermax is crucial here. And then we're going to be able to see Gigantic, and then we're just going to attack with the Gigantic, as well as the Toad. And that's going to be called for game there. Unfortunately, you know, we're feeling that they couldn't use the Vanity Tool. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and well, we'll see you in the next one.